have his stupid credit card.
Where are we going right now?
To drop Tommy's credit card off to him.
Oh, wait, really? Do you actually have to do that?
It's in my pocket.
Why would you keep that?
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
Well, face tats didn't really answer my question, but I've been sitting here all day looking at cars, looking at E30s, looking at another car that I wanted. They were either very overpriced, very done up, or super rusty, and I couldn't find any, but I found two that I want to look at. The first one is 15 minutes away. I'm not going to waste any time. Let's go look at it because I want to bring back the Ricer Civic days. Fuck it. Guys, so we're somewhere in Norwalk.
You know what you should
Ricer
do?
Civic Part 2. What, Jeff? Before we go, can you turn these lights on?
No, back up and put the lights on the car so we could see it.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you should do. I'm going to bring
Alright, guys.
What is going on with all this music? This is bad.
Bump in the system.
Oh my God.
Oh no, Ricer Civic V2. What's going on, man? Nice to meet you. I'm Chris. Yeah, I'm trying to look for like a super clean one. Dude, I've been looking all day, man. Okay, guys, so I'm just gonna talk real quick. You sent me pictures of it earlier, and like it looked a lot cleaner than this. Honestly, kind of bummed, but I'm looking for like a super clean one. Even though I am calling the Ricer Civic, I want it to be super clean. Dude, this is my jam. Alright guys, so as soon as I heard that music, I instantly knew that it was going to be a Ricer Civic V2. I've been talking to this guy for a couple hours. You took the wrong way?
Yes, I did.
He did. Back up, dude.
And look at this.
You fucked us, dude.
Fuck.
So Jeff just took the wrong way, and he just literally drove into traffic. So good job, Jeff. But I've been talking to this guy for a couple hours. He sent me a bunch of pictures. I'm like, dude, I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste your time. If there's any rust, just tell me now. I don't even want to come. I want a clean shell. And he sent me a bunch of pictures all around the car. And the pictures were just perfect enough to show, like, no rust. Like, Jeff, I showed them to you. And did you see, like, anything?
No.
So, when we got there, it was...
It's covered in dents.
Yeah, it looked like it got hailed on for 10 years.
The clear coat is...
It was all faded. Did you
everywhere.
see where the sunroof was? It was
Yeah,
all
yep.
faded. It needed a crank sensor. It needed an oil sensor. And, I mean, it was $2,000, so it was just like, okay, if this car has no rust, that's fine. I don't plan on having this engine in there forever, so it's not really a big deal. But it wasn't a clean enough shell for me. But there's a couple more. They're pretty far away. Hopefully I can go tonight. I don't really know yet. I'm trying to contact this guy, but he takes forever to respond. But this one I know, I mean, at least I think, is really clean, but it's 2 hours away. I'm down to go tonight if he can get back to me. Okay, 2 hours later, I am somewhere in New London. Been talking to this guy on Facebook Marketplace. I like this car. He sent me a bunch of pictures. He told me there's no rust in the car. I mean, the last guy told me there was no rust. And I asked him, like, give me 1 out of 10, 10 being perfect. What do you think your car is? He's like, I think it's a decent 9. Other than that little rust on the quarter, but the pictures he sent me, it didn't look bad at all. But here we are, New London. This dude should be here any minute. I told him when I was a half an hour away and stuff. This is probably right next to his house. And yeah, let's hope this is a good one because I want to bring the Ricer Civic back. All right, guys, so I've probably been here for about, I don't know, an hour. And honestly, it's not the cleanest I was anticipating, but it really isn't like terrible. It's definitely like a good platform to start out with. Honestly, I bought this 100% for Boosted Boys because like I went there. They had the crazy fast Hondas, and ever since then, I wanted another Civic. I figured a coupe would be cool, because like the Ricer Civic, this one's definitely in a lot better shape. Really, the only things that are very bad is this little rust bubble right here. This is the only one in the car. This is really the only rust spot. It's still kind of bad. I don't really know what I'm going to do about it. I do want to get it fixed. The bumper is a little messed up right here, and it's all scratched. I definitely need a new back bumper and front bumper. Sun faded trunk. And like I said, the front bumper's pretty bad as well. But I mean, for what I paid for, I got $500 off what he was asking. It's really not terrible. And the things I want to do with it is going to be really cool. And I mean, I really want to get this build going. And I think it's going to be fun. And I'm excited. So let's see if she makes it home. Alright guys, so I'm driving the Chrysler Civic V2 to the shop right now, and I already did the reaction just by myself, and I'm like, you know what? This thing, he was talking about the CD player like it was the best thing in the world. He's like, yeah man, you got the CD changer back there, it works great. And I'm like, yeah man, I mean that's probably gonna get ripped out anyway, so I really don't care about it, but sweet. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, no fucking way. Like, Chrysler Civic Part 2, like, what are the odds this motherfucker has a CD like this, like the Chrysler Civic days? I know the OGs remember what I'm talking about. You guys ready for this? This is great. Come on. This is what I'm talking about, boy. I'm literally sitting in this car dying by myself. It's so funny, but it's just so ironic how like the Chrysler Civic back in the day, like I turned it on, it's like the maraca shaking music, and I don't mean any offense to that whatsoever. Don't take that offensive. But every single Civic I go look at, like the one we actually just went, it was like weird, man. He was like blaring his music, like showing off the speakers. I don't even know what he was trying to prove, but I mean, I guess he had good speakers. It was the same music as this, and I just thought it was funny that we have the CD. And honestly, I'm probably gonna keep it in there. I do plan on changing out the radio, but I don't use a CD player, so that is all. This CD is gonna stay in this car for the rest of its life. Chrysler Civic Part 2. God damn, I missed that D16 life. I'm at it in 4th gear, and I'm going absolutely nowhere. Hey girl, you like my Civic?
I do.
You do, huh? All right, guys, so this is it. I just made it not 2.5, I almost said 2.5, 2 hours with my good old coupe here with cut springs. What do you know about that? So before anyone asks, yes, I've been wearing this flannel for quite some time now. Cry about it. Before I bought this car, I was literally sitting with the guy, and I was like, a bunch of things were running through my head. I'm like, you know what? This isn't the cleanest one. I've been looking all day for the cleanest. I've been talking to Tommy, and he's right. I should get the cleanest one. I should do it up and make everything perfect. Then I was sitting there, and I thought to myself, I'm like, you know what? I'm not perfect. Why the fuck do I need a perfect Civic? So I said, will you take $500 off the price because of this, because of the fade, because this little rust bubble, and fade up here. I just noticed that it has a crack in the front bumper right there. Tommy's gonna roast me for getting this thing, but it's all right because I'm happy with it. I mean, look at her. She's really not that bad. I mean, it was funny. I was talking to him. I'm like, oh, like what's it have? Lowering springs, coilovers? He's like, oh no, I cut the springs to make it more money. I hope I'm doing that accent right. Hopefully I'm not offending anyone either. I'm just trying to sound like how he sounded. Got this fancy ass tire shine, some rusty drums, some nice good old lug nuts. Interior, it's actually not that bad. I want to replace this door panel right here because it's all like, I don't even know what the fuck happened here, but this is kind of ghetto. I don't really like this. And this seat, man. So picture you're sitting here, right? Right butt cheeks here, and your left butt cheeks here. Your right butt cheek sits like this, and your left just sits all the way down. So you're literally sitting like this. I don't know how the hell he sat in this, but this seat is literally ruined, and I need to get a new one. Other than that, horn works, the radio works, it's got the right CD in it, everything checks out A-okay, and he was the second owner of this car, so I actually have the original title because he never registered it. So I mean that's cool. This car is from '98, and I have that actual title from '98 from the dealership. So guys, this is it. 17-year-old Rudnick is coming back. I'm doing this for you 4 years ago. I mean, ever since I was 16, my mom bought my first Honda, and ever since then, I wanted a turbo Civic. I wanted to do it so bad. I was working at Subway. I was doing all these things, and I remember I was buying parts off my friend Scotty because he had a 1.6 turbo, and I'm like, oh. And I forgot what happened to it, but he ended up parting it out or something happened. And I just kept buying parts from him, and I was storing them, and one day I thought I was gonna build this car, and I realized that I didn't know how. I didn't have anywhere to do it, and at the time I didn't have my neighbor's garage or any sort of knowledge, so it kind of just ended up sitting on the side of my house. I ended up getting rid of it sooner or later. But now, 4 years later, I'm finally gonna build myself a turbo Civic. Yeah, I might blow it up once or twice, but I mean, we're gonna start off little and we're just gonna keep going from there. I wanna just turbo this one. Maybe later down the road we can do an engine swap. I don't want to get too deep into that, but my main goal right now is just to throw a turbo kit, even if it's an FMU or something. I just want a base start. I want to start off with something because this thing is slow, and I want to work my way up from there. So with all that being said, I'm very excited to get this car started. Wednesday, I'm going to Florida. It's now Monday night. Tomorrow, I want to do a couple more things with this car, even maybe get a radio in it already. And I don't want to really spoil tomorrow's video, but stay tuned for tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know what you guys want me to do with this car. Obviously, I'm going to turbo it. I'm going to lower it the correct way. This is kind of dumb. Actually, I have a funny idea that I want to do, and it involves a story. And before I put the coilovers in, I'm going to do that whole thing first. I planned it out on the way here. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Want to subscribe for more, and I will see you tomorrow. I'm stoked for Ricer Civic V2. Peace.